Hey guys, it's Jen over at worldofjencraft.com, and we are switching gears today to Chalk Couture, which is my other crafting love. I know I've done a few videos already, but I needed to get around and make another one. So the one that we are doing today is this I Love You, a Bushel and a Peck, and a Hug Around the Neck. And once I saw this transfer, I knew that I needed to have this to make it, because I love it. I love the writing, the little hearts, and it's just so super cute. There's so many different things color-wise that you could do with this. This particular project is done on our 12 by 18 Verity Antique White chalkboard. And I wanted to take a second just to show you the detail in this chalkboard, which is absolutely beautiful. Look at that. I love the distressing that is on it. And it's the perfect size. This is the one I actually had done the the vintage truck on. So yeah, so this is it. However, this is not the project that we're going to do today as far as on this board, because I want to keep this around for a while. I absolutely love it, and it's going on my wall down in my craft area so I can look at it. So I'm going to set this one aside, and I'm going to grab out one that I already have my transfer stuck to. This one is the vertical bracket shape magnetic chalkboard. Now all of our chalkboards are magnetic, and so I'll show you what this looks like. And this one is a 16 by 21, and it has these holes here at the top and comes with this burlap ribbon that you can tie around and then hang on your wall, and it's long enough to create a really sweet bow to tie up at the top for a little added decoration. So the way I'm going to do this one today, I'm actually going to turn it, just because of the space that I have here, I'm going to go ahead and turn it horizontal here. And I'm going to do this in two different steps. So my first step is I'm going to do all of the white. So all of my wording is going to get done first, and then I'm going to take my transfer off, I'm going to wash it off, and then I'm going to do my red and my aquamarine, my red in the hearts and the aquamarine and some of the accents here. So the reason I did this is the first time I tried to do it all at one time, and by the time I got everything on, my chalk started to dry, and then when I pulled this up, some of the chalk came back up with the transfer. There are a few different ways that you can do that. You can certainly cut these transfers into pieces. So, you know, I could always make a cut here and do this portion, and then I could do, you know, maybe a cut on here and do this portion and then save this for last, or however. So that's one way that you can do it. You can do it the way I'm going to show you today. And you can also take paper towels and wet them, lay them over the area that you've done, spritz it, and then that way the chalk doesn't dry on you. So that's what I like about this, is there's different ways that you can do this without having the chalk dry. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get started, and I'm going to put my white on all of these words and then take it off. So I'm just going to kind of put this down here and on this, and just kind of get it glopped on here. The other thing that I love about this is the amount of chalk paste that you use on here is actually minimal once you scrape it all off and put it back into your container. So I'm going to go ahead and start taking this and see, all of this is going to end up going back into my container. And get my Y here. So you guys kind of get the point here as far as how I'm doing this. What I'm going to do, so you don't have to watch this whole entire process, is I'm going to fast forward my video and show you a little sped up process on how to do it. All right, so that part is good. I'm going to go ahead and peel this back. And I just love the way it looks when you peel it back. Isn't that fun? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pause my video. I'm going to wash my transfer and I will be back to finish it. Okay, so a couple of things to note before I go on. So I did have a few places that kind of came up in here, and if I wanted to, which I probably will, I would go back and I would just go over this with my white transfer paste in the place that, or my white chalk paste with in the places that I missed. However, I think sometimes that kind of adds to the look of the chalk because it's not supposed to be perfect. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use my aquamarine and my red for the smaller details in here, and that should go pretty quickly. The other thing I wanted to note as well is when I rinsed off my transfer, I just took it over to the sink and I used warm water to get the white off, and as you can see, it's not perfectly all off, but I did just use warm water in my hands to get this off with the water running on it. The other thing that I did is I just have a container of Clorox disinfecting wipes handy, and so after I was done, I went ahead and wiped it off on the front and the back with the disinfecting wipes. That just kind of gets a lot of the extra residue off of it. And then I made sure that my transfer was completely dry before I stuck it back on here. And I also made sure that my white chalk paste, my white lettering, was completely dry as well, because you don't want to stick this down and have it wet and then it would stick to the screen printing in here. So, okay, let's get to, I'm going to go ahead and take my aquamarine, which this is one of my favorite colors. And I really do like it with the red and the white. So I'm just going to take it on here and get my little dots with the aquamarine. And then I'm going to also take it and I'm going to use it for my little word here and my word here. So now, working quickly, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take my red and I'm going to do all of my little hearts in it. Alright, so that is it. I have all of my surfaces covered with the colors that I want. And I'm just going to go ahead and peel this back again. Now, when you peel your transfer back, the important thing to note is that it has a grain. So if you don't want to pull your transfer like this, because it will stretch it out. So make sure that you pull straight up as you go. And I got a little bit of smudge in here, but I can take a Q-tip and get in between those and it'll come up. Same with this G here. So if that happens, you can just clean it up with a little Q-tip and no one will ever know that that happened. So there it is. That is our design. I love the instant gratification that I get when I pull up my transfer and see all of the beautiful lettering and everything on here. Okay, so I had to quick pause the video so I could go rinse off my transfer after doing that. But didn't this turn out really sweet? I just absolutely love it. So you can see here my red is still drying. It will come out a little bit lighter, see, as it's drying around the edges. Then this dark will kind of start to lighten up as it goes. But that way you just kind of know when it's dry. And it does dry really fast. So this is our project for today. If you are interested in checking out the products that Chalk Couture has to offer, you can go over to my website, worldofgencraft.com, or, well, I guess that's where this project will be, along with some of the details on what I used. And then you can also go to jen.chalkcouture.com to check out all of the different products that Chalk Couture has to offer. I'm just super excited about this product. You can take these and use them on pretty much any surface, and You can also take these, after you're done with them, you can keep them. You can wash them off and you can do something new with it, which is what I have done on this particular board a couple different times. Change it with the holidays, change it with the seasons, change it just because you want to change it. And you can also, if you wanted to do a project and turn around and give it as a gift or sell it, you can also seal it as well, and that works. So thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Please let me know if you have any questions regarding the product or regarding the opportunity to join this wonderful company. I'm just having a blast with it. So I will talk at you later, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.